What's up guys, Matt Relay here. Just wanted to take you through a short video of the 6 major scale shapes that I use most frequently so you can do super sick stuff like this. Let's dive in. Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing all of our major scales in the key of A. So in this case, our root is going to be the 5th fret of the low E string right here. Now the way I categorize my major scales is with 2 numbers. The first number identifies which string the root is on, and the second number identifies which finger is on the root. So for instance, here my 4th finger, pinky, is on the 5th fret. So that is going to be my root. So I'm going to call this scale 6-4 because the root is on the 6th string and my 4th finger is playing it. Okay, so to play this scale, we are going to start on 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the low E string. 3rd finger then goes to the 4th fret, and then 4th finger to the 5th fret. Now to make things faster, if your fingers are all in 1 fret like this, I might say to play fingers 1, 3, 4. So on the low string in this position, we're going to play fingers 1, 3, 4. Moving to the A string, same hand position, 1st finger starting on the 2nd fret, we're going to play the same pattern, 1, 3, 4. Now on the next string, it's a little bit of an odd instance because we're going to play 1, 3, and we're going to stretch our pinky up another whole step to play the 6th fret. So you get this. So far to review, we've done Now for these particular shapes, each string will only have, a certain string will only have 2 notes. In this case, it's the G string. So on the G string, we're only going to play fingers 1 and 3 on frets 2 and 4. Moving to the B string, we're going to play fingers 1, 2, 4 on frets 2, 3, and 5. And finally, 1, 3, 5 on the high E string. So to review each string, we have 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, stretching 4 up a whole step, 1, 3, 1, 2, 4, then 1, 3, 4. So forwards and backwards at a faster speed, it'll sound something like this. Now notice at the end, I went back to my pinky on the 5th fret. It's to reestablish our root note and make us more aurally aware of what key we're in, which is A. So to review, that's our 6-4 scale. 6 being the string that the root's on, and 4 being the finger that's on that root. I'm going to play it for you one more time slowly. Alright, let's move to our next scale. So, we're in the key of A, 5th fret is our A. We're going to move our 2nd finger to that same root note. So now, I would classify this scale as 6-2. Our root is on the 6th string, and now our 2nd finger, 2, is on that root. So, again, using our 1 finger per fret system, if I say play 1, 2, 4, you will play. So that's the first string, 1, 2, 4. Next string, 1, 2, 4. Next string, 1, 3, 4. Moving to the G string, 1, 3, 4 again. B string, 5, 7. I'm sorry, 5th and 7th fret, fingers 2 and 4. Moving to the high E string, fingers 1, 2, 4. So to review that again, we have 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. So played forwards and backwards, you have Coming back to that root to reestablish your tonic, which means your root note. Okay, let's move on to another scale. So now we're going to move on to our 6-1 scale. So in order to do that, we're going to put our first finger on the same root, staying in the key of A major. So this scale has a few unique instances. The first two notes are whole step. So I prefer to play that with fingers 1, 2, 4, doing a whole step each time. I've met many very good players that prefer to use fingers 1, 3, 4. So I'm going to let you decide that for yourself. But I'm going to play 1, 2, 4. So in this case, I think it's going to be easier for me to tell you the frets since there's a bit of stretching between certain strings of the scale. So we're going to start on fret number 5 with finger 1, then 7 with finger 2, and then 9 with pinky. My old teacher used to call this a big stretch. You can call it whatever you want, 2 whole steps. Either way, I'm using 1, 2, 4, and we're playing frets 5, 7, 9. We're going to do the same thing on the A string, frets 5, 7, and 9 with fingers 1, 2, and 4. Now on the next string, my first finger is going to shift up a little bit to the 6th fret, and you're going to play frets 6, 7, and 9 with fingers 1, 2, 4. On the G string, we're going to do the same thing. Frets 6, 7, 9 with fingers 1, 2, 4. On the B string, we're going to play frets 7 and 9 only with fingers 2 and 4. And then for the final string, we go back to our whole step pattern. Our first finger stretches back down to the 5th fret, and we play frets 5, 7, and 9 with fingers 1, 2, and 4. So to review everything we just did, we started lowest string, 5, 7, 9. A string, 5, 7, 9. D string, 6, 7, 9. G string, 6, 7, 9. B string, 7 and 9. And high E string, 5, 7, 9. So at a faster pace, it sounds like this. And once you get faster, it's cool because you can really start to get some of those more shredding style sounds just by playing these scales fast. So just doing these major scales themselves at a faster rate starts to really sound like a more high level technique, or it makes you sound like a better guitar player. Now this can be a little tricky to visualize, but once you get the neck down and understand where all the notes are, it's a lot easier to do. But what we're trying to do now is move to our 5th string and have our root be on the 5th string. So we're in the key of A. So I'm just going to help you out here. The A on the 5th string is on the 12th fret. So A on the 6th string, 5th fret. A on the 5th string, 12th fret. So we're now going to play our 5-4 scale. So our 4th finger is on the root, which is the 12th fret of the A string, the note A. So 5 being the string, 4 being the finger that's on the root. So still starting from the lowest string here, we're going to play with our first finger on the 9th fret, frets 9, 10, 12, using fingers 1, 2, 4. On the A string, we're going to play frets 9, 11, 12 with fingers 1, 3, 4. On the D string, 9, 11, 12 again, same fingers, 1, 3, 4. Notice we're trying to keep a 1 finger per fret layout as much as we can. The G string is going to be fingers 1 and 3 on frets 9 and 11. The B string is going to be frets 9, 10, and 12 with fingers 1, 2, and 4. And then the high E string, 9, 10, and 12 again with fingers 1, 2, and 4 again. So from the lowest string, we have 9, 10, 12. A string, 9, 11, 12. D string, 9, 11, 12 again. G string, 9 and 11. B string, 9, 10, 12. High E string, 9, 10, 12. So all together you have. And again, a little bit faster, forwards and backwards. And always ending on the root to establish that home note. Okay, let's move on. So now we're going to play our 5-2 scale. We're going to move our second finger on our root, A, which is the 12th fret of the A string. So, second finger on 12. We're going to start again on the lowest string, and we have another one of these whole step situations. First finger on the 10th fret here. So we're going to play on the low E string, frets 10, 12, 14. Go into the A string, we have frets 11, 12, 14 with 1, 2, and 4. On the D string, we have 11, 12, 14 again. G string, 11, 13, 14. On our B string, we have 12 and 14 only with fingers 2 and 4. And then the high E string is our whole step again. First finger on the 10th fret. So one more time, we have 2 whole steps starting from 10, 10, 12, 14. On the A string, we have 11, 12, 14 with fingers 1, 2, 4. Same thing on the D string, 1, 2, 4, 11, 12, 14. G string, 1, 3, 4 on 11, 13, 14. B string, only 12 and 14. And on the high E string, 10, 12, 14. So the whole thing. And faster. Okay, we only have one more shape, guys. So the final shape is the 5-1 shape. So we're going to put our first finger on the 12th fret of the A string on our note A. We're starting on the lowest string and we're doing another whole step. Frets 12, 14, 16. A string, same thing, 12, 14, 16. D string, same thing, another 12, 14, 16. Again, I'm using fingers 1, 2, 4. Some people prefer 1, 3. See what you like for yourself the best. So, we're moving on to the G string, playing frets 13, 14, 16. Fingering 1, 2, 4 there. On the B string, we play second finger and third finger only on frets 14 and 15. And end with another whole step from frets 12 to 14 to 16. So, starting from fret 12 on the low E string again, we have 2 whole steps. Same thing on the A string, 2 whole steps, 12, 14, 16. Same on the D string. G string, we have 13, 14, 16. B string, we have 14, 15. High E string, we have 12, 14, 16. The whole thing forwards and backwards sounds like this. All right, guys, and so that's our last shape. And what's really cool about this system is if we wanted to keep going, we could just go back to our 6-4 scale. So if we know that the 17th fret of the low E string is another A, I'm back to the scale shape that we started with. And I can keep going. Been room for another one. So getting to know these 6 scale shapes and how they all connect with one another is going to be invaluable to helping you understand how the neck all connects to itself and how these scales can help you play in one key consistently. Once you get those down really well, we can, in further lessons, talk more about how these can be applied to playing in any mode or to figuring out any major or minor melody. It really can be used to do almost anything in a lot of the music that we're familiar with. So I hope you guys learned something valuable today and something that you could hopefully apply to your own playing or to your own music. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page at Matt Relay, or check out my website for more lesson videos and backing tracks at mattrelay.com. And don't forget to check out massrelaymusic.com for more sweet electronic music. All right, thanks guys, take care.